I'm joined in studio by Mr. Jerome Vassia.
Is that Star Wars?
I think it's the French national anthem.
No,
and it
no,
didn't
I
sound
don't
like
think
it at
so.
all. No, so that didn't really work for me. Well, anyway,
Thank you.
Jerome, thank you for joining us.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, ça va?
Ça va et toi?
Ça va bien? And that's it.
So only in French.
Only in French.
Okay, let's go.
Sacre bleu.
I think I speak for every Irish person watching at home. The limit of their French is "Je suis très sportif," and statements like that from leaving cert French. So you've made the trip from France once again for global warfare.
Yeah.
This time, though, you're in a new car.
Yeah. New car.
Talk to us about the car. It's a BMW
E90.
E90
Yeah.
engine.
Engine BMW S54
It's
with turbo
with turbo
and 3.3 liters.
and brake horsepower
Quite 800.
800.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's a pretty competitive car.
It's a lot, but for me it's not super easy because it's only my third time I drive it on race. So it's difficult. New track, new car, but I enjoy, so never mind.
So trying to get used to it and obviously learn a new track.
Yeah, for everybody. So this is
Yeah.
really fair. Thank you.
So is this your third or fourth time? Have you been at all the global warfares?
I was on the first Global Warfare
Yeah.
with Matt Powers and Dago Saito, and I think it's the fourth in Ireland.
Was that a purple
Or
S14 you
Japfe-
had?
Yeah, S13.
S13.
Yeah, and I was on Japfest festival last year,
Yes. Yeah.
and I think I will be back with some other French drivers.
Oh, brilliant! So
Yeah.
that's something to dropping a little bit of probably secret information that Dave might have been hoping to keep.
Yeah.
But
I need to
sounds
speak
like
to Dave just after the interview.
It sounds like it sounds like a threat. The French are coming.
Yeah, sure. But you can come in France too. You are welcome.
Oh, nice one. I'll be over. I'll stay in your house.
Yeah. So it's a long trip to come for sure and to come back. It is 7 days. We start on Wednesday and the staff come back on Wednesday. It's really, really long.
So yeah, very exhausting and tiring.
I would
process.
like to come for every race, but technically it's impossible. I should keep a car on Ireland. It could be easier, but I need the car in Europe.
And you obviously have your own championship that you're running over in France. So you're essentially the French Dave Egan.
Yeah, I try because it works really, really well. So I try to do the same.
Yeah.
But we are younger in France, so we always keep an eye on you. And you have so many fans in France. Good job, IDC, BDC, a really good job. So we try to do the same.
And you've had some Irish drivers over. Well, one of them is a questionable whether he's actually a driver, Peter Nielsen, and then obviously Jack Shanahan, who's very talented. It's a quick stab at Peden there. But talk us through how French drifting is progressing. Now, you mentioned the sport is a lot younger in France, but how is it starting to grow? Is it becoming more popular?
Yeah, more and more popular. I think it's the same all around the world. We can see on the social media, on TV show. So step by step, we try to build something really strong. It is not easy for sure, but we push a lot. The drivers are we have more and more drivers, more and more public, and it is really, really popular. So we need to break the rules sometimes, as you did.
Yeah.
You did it really well. So sometimes we are on the wrong way. Sometimes on the good way. We need to find the good balance, the good compromise.
One of the events that you hold over there, or at least you did in the past, is a mountain pass event. Is that something that you do on a yearly basis?
Yeah. It is still on the planning. It is the next race in September. Famous hill climb close to Grenoble on the French Alps. And it is amazing, totally amazing.
I'd
Obviously,
love to see a hill climb.
That must be
with the trees, with the sound on the mountain is not the same. It's incredible.
Talk us through the challenges that you face to try and pull off an event like that, because I can imagine in Ireland, if we tried to pull off an event like that, there'd be a lot of I suppose red tape with councils and trying to get there'd be a lot of health and safety issues, and just there'd be so much work that would have to go get. Is it similar in France? There'd be a lot of regulations that you'd
Yeah.
have to meet, and
It is really, really difficult to organize in France for sure, but it is for safety, and we are 100% agree for safety. So it's difficult, but we do it with a local association, and they used to organize the hill climb for the French hill climb championship. So they have, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 years experience, and they do it perfectly. We just arrive and organize the drift race. They are perfect for the safety, for the public, it's a really good job with them.
well, that sounds like a very cool event to be a part of, and hopefully one that I might get to witness.
Jack was last year
Jack was
where
last
with
year,
us on
yeah.
my car. Yeah.
Well, hopefully, I'd love to get over there for that sometime, because I know that's something that would be a unique experience that I've never seen before. So to see it in the flesh would be great. Let's move on, I suppose, to this weekend. Obviously, you're back in Ireland. You're here. It's a new track layout. You were here for Friday practice yesterday.
Yeah.
And you had a little bit more practice this morning. Did you get out
No.
for laps today? No. It was only a short
only
amount of time.
100 meters.
Yeah. So you're here again tomorrow. You're, I suppose, a fan favourite. Always put on a bit of a show. Are you? Do you come with the intention of trying to win, or are you happy enough just to? Is it just a bit of fun, and as long as you're putting on a show for the crowd, does that keep you happy?
We need to have both, because we are racer, and we are really happy when we win. For sure, it is not easy to win always. So first target is to have fun and to enjoy myself and my team and the fans and the staff. But all the drivers on their mind want to win for sure. But especially here, it's so difficult because the level in Ireland, IDC, wow, super good level. Today I was super fan of the semi-pro Pro-Am.
Yeah, the Pro-Am, yeah.
So many good drivers, good skill, good cars. I was on the crowd with the public, and it was an amazing day because I enjoy to watch.
And
Not only to drive, but to watch.
I can imagine, just like it is for the organisers here, that it's not very often that you get to go to an event and be a spectator. So while I know you're competing tomorrow, obviously very good to have a little bit of downtime today to just sit back and watch drifting from a fan's point of view.
Yeah, but when I'm watching the Pro-Am, I am still working because I can check some ideas, good ideas, bad ideas. I can understand better the layout, why the straight line is so short here in IDC, because we can have track on better for the battles. So the speed is not really, really fast, but the show for the battle is really good. So this is an idea for me in France,
It's kind of what they say. It's not a race. Like from the start line up to the first clipping point, it's not a race.
Sure. I 100% agree, but I need to explain to the French drivers why the straight line is so short, because it is not a drag race, and the drift race should start on the attack line, not on the start line.
Yeah,
so it is better. So I enjoyed because I can have a look on a lot of things, many things. On here, on this after session, on the paddock, everywhere, and everybody is so fair. So I like.
I think that's it's great that because we often, and I think in the early stages of IDC we definitely would have looked to other championships and tried to take note of what they're doing, and I think it's great for Irish drifting now to see that we're that it's in a position where other championships are looking to IDC to say, okay, where do we need to go next? And I think as the more championships that can do that and bring it up to a higher level, I think it's better for everybody.
Sure.
Because it just, I suppose, we have to look at European drifting as a continent trying to progress to compete with the likes of the Americans and the Japanese as well, who may have bigger populations, or there's a lot of small populations trying to do their own thing. But I think as each one of those progresses, it builds the ability of the drivers and the standard across the
Sure.
continent.
That's why we try to work together with Dave. We are chatting and have some ideas for the future, and it is better for drifting for sure to improve together. Not it is not a fight French against Ireland or BDC. No, we try to work.
It's like a community.
Yeah, sure. Because at the beginning, we are super fan of drifting, the same sport. So we just need to put power together. I think
you were in the pits earlier on. I saw videos or photographs. You were sharing a drink from a big water container.
Yeah.
What was in it?
If you want some red wine, please come back on the box number 7 with Pedon. With many drivers, yesterday was a good evening.
Peden is nodding in agreement.
Oui. Cheers.
French wine, some cheese, and baguettes.
And baguettes. For sure. Perfect.
Garlic.
So you will be welcome.
So,
And please check the date on your phone for September Il Clim in France, in Chambers.
do you know what date in September?
Yeah, 15.
15. Is it a weekend?
Yeah, for sure.
Is there drifting on?
No, I don't think so. No. 22.
BDC.
Eh?
I think the British Drift Championship is on.
So
that
you
weekend.
prefer BDC?
Well, I might have to work there unless you want to fly
I will
me over
speak
to
to
work.
Dave. I will speak to Dave.
Will it be live streamed? Will it be?
Yeah,
It'll be
sure.
live streamed, so anyone in Ireland can actually tune in to watch it.
Sure.
Definitely, cool.
Perfect.
So, obviously, you're here to compete tomorrow, and it's been great just to chat to you a little bit about the French Championship and you know the work that you're doing there. Obviously, as you say, you'd like to take down the streak tomorrow, but if you could come up against any Irish driver and beat them tomorrow, who would it be?
Wow! If you have the solution, please give me. Give me. It. I don't know. It is. Do you watch rugby on television?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, me too. And I played a lot. Do you know Irish fighting spirit?
Yes.
Do you know French flair?
French flair. Yes.
So you will see on the track tomorrow. The French flair.
Jerome, it's been an absolute pleasure talking
Thank
to
you.
you. Thank you for joining us in the studio. And listen, wish you all the best tomorrow.
Perfect. And see you on the box number 7.
Yes.
Cheers.